to our review of SOMA, PlayStation 4.
I believe it's an exclusive.
No.
Yeah, I think it is.
They've got it.
Yeah. Alright, we're gonna redo that because now I have to look up if it's an exclusive.
It's fucking bullshit. No. Anyways, so with this game has been played a couple hours with it. It's kind of scary.
I really like the atmosphere of it.
Is a possibility. Xbox One version. There you go.
Okay, well it's PS4 exclusive right now, and it's really fucking good PS4 and PC. I'm sure.
So there is a lot to look at in this game.
There is, and it takes a lot from its older predecessors, Amnesia, and one that I'm more familiar with, Penumbra, that there's just everything you can see is something you can interact with. And in this one, it's down to computers, down to freaking buttons on little keyboards and switches and levers. Almost everything you look at if you think you could activate it like that, you probably could activate it like that. Yeah. Some of it's so simplistic that I would just overlook the obvious switch, looking for some sort of X button prompt.
Mm-hmm. There seems to be a few different ways to go about this game too.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know if it's multiple ways or just more exploration. I mean, there are definitely choices that you have to make. Like
killing those things.
Just killing certain characters or not killing certain characters. Mm-hmm. Just walking past people or just, what are you going to do?
Having full conversations you can't anymore.
It's very, very interesting.
The information you can get for future conversations with your mini submarine there.
Yeah.
If you didn't see that, would you have said that?
Yeah, like the whole, it's not necessarily a spoiler, but throughout the game you have the character that talks to you. I can't remember her name.
I'm going to call her Carol.
We'll call her Karen.
Carol.
Carol McCarranson. And she helps you out semi throughout the game, I suppose. She kind of points you in the obvious directions. But other than that, she's as much a character in this as you are. Almost as clueless as to what's truly going on. And
but it has more background knowledge,
yeah.
Being that she was there when everything first started. She's
she's
at least
been there longer than you have.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, not technically. You've been around since 2015.
Yeah.
And this is, look at that 2015 scene. Beautiful.
Yeah, a lot of the beginning scenes are very beautiful looking, and I mean, that's what threw me off when we first start this. It's very different, like the intro cutscene, as opposed to like Amnesia. They give you a whole lot of backstory, and Penumbra they give you like 20 minutes of just intro cutscenes. So it's nice to just see like a quick 5-second cutscene and then thrown into this weird intro world. And then you sit in your chair, and all of a sudden things start going a little bit worse for wear.
You're in the game.
Yeah. So if I had to, let's go with relate into it. But one word, I guess, to describe what you think about this game so far. We're about, I don't know, I'd say 2 or maybe 4 hours into it.
It's been pretty suspenseful.
Suspenseful?
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
It doesn't help with you. What was that? What was that? Oh my god. I hate when you're not looking this way, I'm worried about what's behind me, but I'm trying to press forward.
The worry is always there. And now, and we didn't even get introduced to a threat. It was walked upon. Mm-hmm. Just like every other game so far before it has been like, even Penumbra actually had is that a dog or is that an enemy? But Amnesia was the first one that, just threw you into it, and all of a sudden there's something chasing you. Luckily this one was slow, but then all of a sudden you get to, we'll call Fishman, Slenderman style character, who's definitely a lot creepier for wear.
Yeah. He's got his unique AI.
It's clearly Slenderman, but without as much aggression. Slenderman would eventually just catch you as the notes gone by, and we haven't seen any collectible necessarily. Well, other than we were
Your
being chased,
fistings.
and then the fistings. Yes, is very
That
the
is your
ability to
collectibles.
randomly fist things.
Yeah, that's
But
quite
as soon as you hit a
collectible.
switch, when we were being followed by Fish Slender Man, all of a sudden that's when he became really aggressive, and he was on my ass the whole time. Like I could sense it. The screen was changing, the controller was shaking. It was very much a chase scene, like as if you had had the last page in a Slenderman game.
Yeah. Well, if you remember what Kathy called him. Sorry if we've gotten her name wrong.
I can't remember. Kathy could be
Skip through this
correct.
and find it, but she tells
Yeah,
you it's the WOW, W-A-U.
Yeah. Like, a wowie. Yeah, it's a really weird name that almost seems like a external force in the ocean.
Yeah.
But we haven't necessarily, other than a couple robots, seen any external forces.
She refers to it as like a security bot.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was just
That it's
interesting
up
that
and
you
working and in
don't
this
look
area.
at it and it won't attack you, but
If you do
either
something
you
to
touch
fuck
it
up the area.
or you let it get too close, it will fuck you up. I think she even says that at one point, that getting too close is also an issue.
Yeah, it's the circuits.
Which
of
is hard to
those.
tell when you're not looking at it.
Yeah, but you can tell by your vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're not even looking for her name. I can't read that.
I can't remember her name. But she's a very interesting character and clearly the main story. I mean, by her face being the type that it is. Yeah, I can't even remember her name. I'm sure well, she probably won't. I think she might have said it once.
Yeah, that would have been a little.
So, yeah, I don't like Fishman. That's an interesting character. Some of the other ones clearly focus themselves as just humans that might be robots, but that Fishman is clearly something else.
Yeah.
Which brings me to my word for this game. I call it breathtaking. And I give that in two meanings for it. Breathtaking because obviously getting scared to shit doesn't help, and you're just kind of left with nothing to go on. But at the same time, those scenes when you're out in the ocean, you can look up and see the open, big thing, like that is just beautiful. Like the landscape in it is clearly, like, well, that's where you're saying open. It very much seems like there's a lot of option to look around.
Yeah.
But it concerns me because obviously there's more option to die out there in the ocean.
Yeah. At least, at some points you do get a weapon. Your stun baton at that one point.
Yeah.
That was quite the scene. There was that choice there to be made.
Well, that's where, it comes into a lot of choices, which I'm wondering how the end of the game's going to probably come into it, by what your choice is and how you react with certain characters as opposed to others.
Yeah.
It's definitely affecting the character himself, in a way.
Which then brings us back to the beginning story. What's going on in your brain? You are
Right.
dying.
That's the question. Is the beginning
He
your
does
brain,
tell you.
or is what we're in now his brain?
Yeah, well, the guy.
Something is a
Dr.
brain.
Mulchin?
Mulch, yeah.
You can't remember that either.
Or Munch. It was Munch.
But he says that they're going to do a brain scan and it's going to bring up a visual basis land, basically on how the brain state is, so they can better figure out exactly where the problem is.
Yeah. So assuming that this is could be just a psychosis inside our character's head.
The scan
Something that
where
he might
we're
have faced.
We're trying to find the problem.
Yeah. We are just essentially we are the white blood cells of this person's immunity.
Yep, and all these little stations are, that one affected area on the brain.
Yeah. So getting back to point then, I guess we gotta give our 0 out of 5 here, so... Well, actually, I can start out with this here. I have the 3 Fs, and then a little extra, is, So fresh, fun, and fancy. I like to go by, actually. And I think it's an easy platform to kind of get your basis on what you think of a game. So is it a fresh take on this style of game?
Yeah, considering that you were having issues activating the one door there, it did take a lot to open the door.
As opposed to all, because, I mean, you have your Skyrim and you have your, obvious, Amnesia.
Mm-hmm. But
this definitely feels a lot different, and the beginning feels Amnesia-y, which I think they want to kind of coax you into that, but as soon as you hit that world, all of a sudden it's you're a child in a new world again, as opposed to this person who's like, okay, let's play another Amnesia game.
Mm-hmm.
I could definitely, yeah, and it's no first-person shooter, obviously.
Not so far.
Is it fun? I mean, we're only 4 hours into it, but I
it was pretty
say
fun.
it's fun. I mean, the story is interesting, so
it was
it's keeping us
more scary than fun for
Yeah.
me. I really wanted to get you that controller.
yeah.
And then when it felt more safe, I wanted it back. But
And-
it was fun.
Oh yeah.
I'd rate that like 3.5, 4.
Yeah. Was it? Well,
And
is
the
it
rest of it
fancy?
be scared. Fancy.
Does it
Yes.
look good? Does it play good?
It looks really good. So far, playing very well.
I was gonna say the loading was an issue, but actually I'm not 100% sure because we downloaded it and download might not have been as full as it could have been. So I don't know if that could have a play in it. The internet connection. It's not on disc yet, so
Really?
yeah. So I have to keep that in mind.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. No. Definitely a fancy game.
Oh yeah, it looks really it looks like BioShock
Well,
when BioShock was originally BioShock.
Yeah. Well, what we were reading, this was in development since
2010. Yeah.
5 years.
So they've had some time to work on it.
Oh look, there's that scene of you fisting.
Oh, fisting
yeah,
thing's
get it.
so good. So this is a good time to ask now our special fourth question. I have my 3 Fs, but being a horror game, is it scary?
Yeah. Well, it's going back to my main word, they're more suspenseful than scary so far.
The atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that a hell of a lot. And that coaxes into my personal fears of water and being trapped in a place where you can't get out of.
Yeah, until you see that nice, pretty thing that's going by and it's not going to attack you. And
and then you can just have like 5 seconds to breathe. It's beautiful.
And then realize, yeah, no, I'm gonna die.
Oh, God. Yeah, it's... I mean, the enemies are scary, and it's... I mean, being that Slender Man focus, it's technically jump scares, but kind of focused on what I do as well, like what you do as a player.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, you're just being stalked by characters, which since Alien Isolation we know is obviously a great tactic to go on as long as you can get a good enemy design in. And being these robotic / cyborg mutants is definitely an interesting one. It's new. I haven't seen that used in this form of a game before. So, you know, graphics, gameplay, story, characters, atmosphere, taking all that into consideration.
I really want to know more about the beginning, actually. With
We'll
Simon
obviously
and
have
Amy.
to get more into it. I mean, this being a frictional game, sorry. Obviously, the story is going to be very spread out, and we're not going to truly know anything till the end, till that last second of gameplay.
Of course, okay.
But I mean, it's keeping me interested. I want to know more about the world and what happened for sure.
Yeah. But anyways, combining all those things together.
Yeah, a score out of 5.
Give it a 4.65.
Let's just keep it around
It's
to just a point.
Just 4.6.
4.6.
Yeah.
I want to go somewhere else. I mean, I like the graphics are great. Gameplay is definitely solid. The story's good. The character's good. The atmosphere is amazing. not being that far into it, I'm not sure if I can give it a full score. I don't want to Metal Gear this, and I know people could hate me on this, but you know, scoring should be based on what the game represents in full, and not just what it can give to you in a small percentage of gameplay.
Mm-hmm. Currently, from what we've played.
But so far, how the game's looking, I'd honestly say this looks like a 5 out of 5. I mean, I feel like I could come back to this game in a year or two and be completely fresh into it and enjoy it 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, this just, it hits somewhere for me personally, that's the thing.
The underwater.
Yeah, and it's something I can't do in real life. I want to, the fear is too good, so in a game I can do it. And it's not just, again, I think I said this to you in-game at one point, which you guys can watch later. October 1st, the video will be coming out. But yeah, it's not Shark Simulator. And I'm tired of Shark Simulators. I like this silent, quiet, out there, you know, you're hearing whale noises.
But
you don't know what's around the
you see that
corner.
hammerhead shark.
Yeah, and you don't know if there's something more deadly around the corner, which I'm hoping we haven't yet seen. I'm hoping they do dive into that, but they might not, which is fine. So 4.6 and a 5. So it's about 4.8.
Mm-hmm.
So there you go. Score of 4.8, 4.6 from Bobby, 5 for me. We'll see if that holds up by the end of it. I'm hoping it does, but otherwise, I would say it's a buy if you're into this style of game. $26.
Yeah.
It's, if you really like this, it's definitely
Let's
up
all
your
hope
alley.
the price doesn't go up. It
Yeah,
may,
well,
if
it's
the
30. It
space
was
is good.
26 actually. I should say it's $30 for the average Joe. It's 26 if you have the PlayStation Plus, or I'm gonna guess if it comes out for Xbox, blah blah blah, Steam sales. So, but it is 30. Sorry, for the full game, just retail. But still, that's not, you know. I think Amnesia was like $40 to $50 when it first came out. So.
5
I'm
years
hoping.
on this
I'm
at
hoping the
$30.
length. Yeah, I'm hoping the length of this game holds up to that.
Mm-hmm. Or the quality, both would be nice.
So stick around. There's a little teaser at the end for you guys to watch. Otherwise, we hope you enjoyed our review. Again, if you played Amnesia, if you played Penumbra, you like those games, check this out. I'm not sure if there's any demos right now. There fucking should be. Because it deserves a couple demos. You need to get this game out there, Frictional. It's amazing. But, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And we'll see you on our next review.
I'm good.
Okay,
Did you hear that quick little pitter-patter?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I don't know why. I'm just getting kind of creeped out by something. I don't know.
You can play now.
Oh, but you answered a call.
I did.
Nice ladder, shitlord. Up! And he went somewhere. Like, as if he doesn't know where I went. What a shitlord.
You hear that?
I hear it. Where?
Ah! It was a nightmare.